Hi, so the first thing I wanted to point out that was interesting to me was how Dionysus was believed or was portrayed as an evil character. This was really shocking to me because everything I've ever read about him prior to this was, positive, like god of wine, god of like kind of partying, all pleasure related, and this was very contradictory to what I've seen, like the light that I've seen him at in. Um, so the values that I've came across when I was reading this play was self-control, um, and also religion. Self-control. The reason I picked self-control was because the women were eating raw flesh, which is obviously they're probably losing self-control there, and also the fact that the mother ended up killing her son and had no awareness whatsoever that she was doing so. Thought it was a beast or a lion. And the reason I picked religion was because there is literally a god being a character in this play. So obviously the god and religion are being tied together. And also the whole first scene where they're debating on whether or not uh, they should worship Dionysus. The argument between Cadus and the seer versus the king. So the word I had to look up was vohi, but it's actually not pronounced vohi. There's no English pronunciation. It means joy, cry. I looked it up in the appendix. Um, and it was used when they were describing, the chorus was describing how the women were crying out, the joy cry out to glorify the god. This just helped me understand the dynamic between the followers and Dionysus. So number four, um, the question or the answer to number four is obviously the king thought very poorly upon the followers of Dionysus. I mean, he was jailing them, um, did not like it or did not like them. But whereas other people like Codus and the seer actually wanted to go join them, and another view was like the messengers, where they saw the raw strength of them pulling apart livestock and eventually the king. So they were like very fearful of him, but also like in awe because they actually knew that like Dionysus was real. And as for like women in general during this time period, probably pretty low regarded. Reasoning being that the king actually like said he possessed these women. He said, "My own women, my slaves." So he's comparing them to slaves. So why is Elvis on the cover? I would say that there's being a comparison being made between Elvis and Dionysus and how they both have women followers. Um, so the two questions that I want to leave you guys with: uh, why does the king dress up as a girl? Is it because he's crazy, or is it because he has his own selfish reasons? And two, why does Dionysus not refer to him as such when he is in human form? Thanks.